We have high expectations of the swimming skills of our students at Laurie Lawrence Swim School. Here's 10 swimming skills we expect our 12-month-old babies to achieve. What would we expect of a child who has been coming for 2 lessons a week since they were 4 months old? Let's have a quick snapshot of the skills achieved by Harper at just 12 months on 2 swimming lessons per week. 1. She has good breath control. 1, 2, 3, 4. Parents are encouraged to practice this skill at home in the bath every night until the child can hold their breath for at least 5 seconds. 2. She is learning to float on her back. Back float is a vital safety skill. However, once children learn to sit up, back float is no longer enjoyable for them. We must gently persist and find ways to practice this vital safety skill and incorporate a little back float into every swimming lesson. 3. She has good gripping skills, monkey grip. Building independence by encouraging good gripping skills may just one day help save a little child's life. 10 swimming skills. 2 of her little classmates, both under 12 months of age, exhibit good monkey gripping skills as they hold onto their mother's fingers and are bounced up and down through the water. They are loving it and are getting stronger week by week. As a result of these gripping skills, 4, she can hold on to a high wall. Notice how little Harper grips the high wall, holds on with one arm, finally lets go and swims that 1 metre or so back to me. All vital safety skills that one day may save her life. 5, she can do an assisted submersion and float for 5 seconds. Watch the double trigger, lift, lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she pulls up on my chest. Let's watch that again. Use the double trigger, kinesthetic lift, lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she pulls up independently on my chest. Well done, Harper. 6, she can do assisted swims for 5 seconds, and long assisted swims for 5 seconds to the ledge pose no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. She pulls herself up. Harper's little friends love this exercise, but competitive mums love it too. Come on, Harper, look out, those kids, oh, Harper, I think they beat you. Let's try that race one more time. Take your mark. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What a great little group of swimmers. 7. Harper is happy to independently submerge. Now that Harper's breath control is good and she can float, she is now happy to self-submerge. It becomes a fun game. If they happen to fall in by accident, then it's very important that the mothers don't panic and slowly go down and allow the child to use those gripping skills that have been part of the early learn to swim process. Remember, those gripping skills may one day save a child's life. Once the child is happy to self-submerge and has mastered the gripping skills, they will really want to explore the water. It is through exploration that these children really start to progress. The best parent teachers are relaxed, they have soft hands, and they allow the child to explore the water, learning their own capabilities, learning the difference between deep and shallow. 8. Harper can float to and pull up on a ledge. Once the child is capable of pulling themselves up on furniture, and in some instances walking before they're 12 months of age, it's time to give them the opportunity to float to the ledge and pull themselves up.
Once again, we as teachers, we as parent teachers, are building independence in the child. This independence may one day save their life.
9. Harper and her little mates are starting to follow simple instructions learned through word-action association. By the time children are 12 months of age, they can and will follow simple instructions. You can teach your child to clap hands or wave ta-ta, and just as we do that, through word-action association, kick, 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 we encourage the children to use their propulsive action of kicking. 10. Harper is starting to learn underwater turns.
Once the child has learnt good breath control and is happy to self-submerge and swim a metre or so to the parents, it's time to teach them underwater turning. We never teach underwater turning until the child has great breath control. The reason we don't start turning too early is that turning requires a vertical submersion. In a vertical submersion, if the child has not got good breath control, water can be forced up the child's nose, and we all know that water up the nose can be quite uncomfortable and stressful for a little baby. In teaching, always let the child know exactly what you're going to do. Use your verbal trigger, give a kinesthetic lift, take the child well down underwater, spin them fast, and then let them slowly float to the surface. In teaching turning, the first turns should be a fast spin and a catch underwater. In the first attempts at underwater turning, we should never let the child float to the surface, as Harper is doing here, because they will not be ready for it. Remember, everything we teach children requires building skills. So first turns simply should be submerge, spin, and catch. As the child is becoming more proficient, then's the time to let them float slowly to the surface.